Saquon Barkley played for the New York Giants, and it was anticipated that the team might either use the franchise tag on him or negotiate a long-term contract. Despite the possibility of Barkley becoming a free agent, Howie Roseman, the Eagles' GM, had shown in the past that he was reluctant to invest heavily in running backs. After experiencing a devastating collapse, where the Eagles failed to defend their NFC Championship title, the atmosphere in Philadelphia was tense, with calls for head coach Nick Sirianni to be fired. A year can bring about many changes. Barkley agreed to a 3-year contract with the Eagles worth $37.75 million, which included performance-based incentives. In that time, he achieved over 2,000 rushing yards and helped lead the Eagles to a Super Bowl victory. Throughout this journey, he also won over the admiration and support of millions of fans. Barkley is currently the most significant, most adored, and most suitable star athlete in the Philadelphia region by a wide margin. Let's examine how he achieved this feat. On the football field, it's more than just the numbers, it's the manner in which Barkley achieved them. He rushed for 2,005 yards in the current season, a feat that only 7 other running backs have accomplished. He recorded 7 touchdown runs of 60 yards or more, even during playoff games. The excitement in Lincoln Financial Field is uniquely distinct when he is on the verge of scoring, standing out from the other cheers in the city. The running back possesses an ideal mix of strength, agility, patience, and skill. Additionally, his creativity is exceptional. Barkley is on track to surpass Terrell Davis's record for rushing yards in a season, including the playoffs, as he is just 30 yards away from achieving this feat. Leading the NFL with 378 touches, the 27-year-old has been giving his all on the field. Will Barkley continue to perform at this level in the upcoming season? Will he have sufficient playing time in Philadelphia to solidify his Hall of Fame-worthy career? Despite uncertainties about the future, Barkley's impressive 5.8 yards per carry and 15 total touchdowns made him highly productive. He is expected to rank among the top 3 in NFL MVP voting and could potentially win Offensive Player of the Year, a first for the Eagles. Considered the top non-quarterback in the league, Barkley's special abilities have a backstory in Philly. He attended high school close to Allentown and gained recognition as a standout player at Penn State, leading to being selected as the 2nd overall pick by the Giants in the 2018 draft. The Giants, who have struggled with average performance and have lacked a dependable quarterback since Eli Manning retired, chose Barkley as their top draft pick over Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, and Lamar Jackson. After completing his initial contract with the New York team, which was filled with challenging yards, injuries, and a weak offensive line, the player was given the franchise tag for 2023. However, the team decided not to extend the tag for 2024, making him a free agent as they wanted to allocate funds towards Daniel Jones, who was eventually released during the season. Giants owner John Mara has been restless since then, and Giants fans are continually disappointed whenever Barkley receives the ball, providing satisfaction to Eagles fans on a regular basis. Off the field, Barkley is drama-free and speaks in a positive manner. Additionally, he is seen as a leader. Throughout the season, Barkley has consistently praised the offensive line for his achievements. He did not create any issues when he sat out of the unnecessary Week 18 game, which stopped him from breaking the NFL's rushing record for the regular season. This week after practice, he spoke to reporters about reaching the Super Bowl, emphasizing the importance of teamwork in achieving success. He highlighted that winning championships and achieving special accomplishments is a collective effort. He expressed his belief that being a good teammate is essential for success in football. As a running back, he acknowledged that even the best player cannot succeed without the support of their teammates. He emphasized the importance of teamwork in making plays and winning games. He lamented that in today's world, the focus is often on individual stats and player comparisons rather than the collective effort of the team. He credited his parents for instilling in him the value of teamwork and emphasized that it is a fundamental aspect of the game. He urged others to recognize the significance of teamwork in achieving success. Barkley has already made a name for himself as a reliable and upright individual in the locker room, with the press, and within the community. The accomplishments of Barkley stand out among other athletes in Philadelphia. However, it is also worth noting that the competition for the title of the best athlete in Philadelphia is less intense than usual. Joel Embiid has been absent for the majority of the season, while Paul George and Tyrese Maxey have struggled to maintain the Sixers team. The 76ers did not have any players selected for the All-Star game, and they are currently on track to not make it to the playoffs. The Flyers may be talking about rookie Matvei Michkov as the future star, but he is still a young player who is learning the ropes of being in the NHL. The Phillies have many top-tier players to select from, and Bryce Harper seems to be the player most likely to rival Barkley in terms of superstar status. Harper made the decision to join the team when they were not performing well, has received MVP and NLCS MVP honors, and has assisted in recruiting other players. Despite the addition of star players such as Trea Turner, Zach Wheeler, Kyle Schwarber, and other well-known ball players, the Phillies have not been able to win a championship. If the Eagles win Super Bowl LIX next week, the Phillies will need to accomplish something extraordinary, such as winning the World Series, in order to shift the focus away from the football team. Barkley is considered the top player on the most prominent team in the city, that is just one victory away from winning a championship. The ingredients for creating a legacy for Barkley are present. The Eagles only need to successfully execute it on the field one more time. He is called Quadzilla for a legitimate reason, and he utilizes his physique effectively. However, he recently joined the Eagles, and his exit has had a significant impact on his previous team, elevating the Eagles' chances of becoming serious contenders in the Super Bowl. The Eagles and Barkley are seen as the team with the best chance of preventing the Kansas City Chiefs from winning 3 consecutive games. Saquon Barkley was not traded. Instead, the Eagles made a smart free agent acquisition last year by signing Barkley, a move that caused some controversy as he switched from the New York Giants to the Eagles. The Eagles and Giants have a strong rivalry due to their close proximity to each other. The situation has become chaotic for Barkley's old team, as the Giants chose to retain quarterback Daniel Jones instead of offering Barkley a contract extension, despite his 5-year tenure with the team. However, Jones is no longer in New York after being dropped following a series of disappointing games, prompting him to request a trade in late 2024. He has since joined the Minnesota Vikings, meaning the Giants traded away Barkley for a player who is no longer with the team. He currently competes for the Minnesota Vikings, meaning the Giants traded away Barkley for a player who is no longer on their team. The Eagles then signed Barkley to a contract after the acquisition. The running back even expressed dissatisfaction with the Giants' negotiation tactics. After joining the Eagles, he expressed his frustration in an interview with the NFL's official website, stating that he was feeling tired of the situation. The Giants seemed to only be interested in me if I could demonstrate my value to someone else. It was as if I needed to prove that another team would be willing to pay me before they would consider doing so themselves. To be honest, I felt it was somewhat disrespectful. It felt like a slap in the face. After that phone call, everything was finished. What is the current status of Barkley's contract with the Eagles? Barkley is currently under a 3-year contract with the Eagles. His contract is scheduled to end in 2027 and is valued at $37.75 million, which consists of an $11.6 million signing bonus and a guaranteed $26 million. Surprisingly, he ranks as the 11th highest-paid player on the Eagles roster. Despite this, there are numerous additional bonuses and incentives offered to the running back. The Philadelphia Eagles are on the verge of trying to secure their second Super Bowl championship in team history, set to take place in just 1 week. He was aware from the start. He had always imagined a season like this. Despite the struggles with the Giants, he had faith it would come to pass. He was certain it would happen. Over 2,000 rushing yards, an unprecedented playoff run, every possible individual accolade. A Super Bowl contender. Saquon Barkley was aware from the beginning. After Thursday's practice, Barkley admitted, "I didn't think it was possible, but I had a feeling it would happen." It is remarkable that despite being highly productive during his time with the Giants, Barkley has achieved something unprecedented in NFL history this year. He fell just short of breaking the record for the most total yards in a season, including both regular season and postseason games. He holds the highest rushing average among NFL running backs with over 400 carries. He also has the highest postseason rushing average of all time. Additionally, he has more than twice as many 60-yard touchdowns in a season than any other player in history. It might appear unlikely for someone to predict such a level of success. You have to imagine it. You have to have faith in it. Barkley stated following practice on Thursday. Sometimes it's surprising how things unfold. You work extremely hard all offseason, which only presents you with an opportunity. Did I make any drastic changes in my routine this offseason compared to previous ones? To be completely honest, not really. If anything, I may have dedicated more time to allowing my ankle and knee to recover from the previous year. It provides an opportunity for oneself. It is important to maintain this mindset every year, as we all have the potential to achieve our goals. I personally believed in this concept, visualized success, and had internal conversations about it. Some individuals prefer to write down their goals on notes and place them on mirrors. I, on the other hand, tend to focus on myself, whether it be in a sauna, cold tub, or during morning drives. It's a great feeling to see all the hard work pay off and to finally be able to showcase the player I always knew I could be. In order to fully comprehend the significance of Barkley's season, it's important to recognize the difficulties he faced while playing for the Giants. 37 victories over 6 seasons. The Giants had a record of 37-78 while Barkley played for them in New York and only managed to win more than 6 games in one season. Barkley's first 4 years with the Giants resulted in a total of 18 wins. The Eagles have achieved 17 wins so far this year. He has not had the opportunity to play alongside top-quality NFL players such as a Pro Bowl quarterback, wide receiver, or offensive lineman during his time with the New York Giants. The Giants only managed to win 11 out of 54 games against teams with winning records in the 6 seasons he was with the team. However, in his single season with the Philadelphia Eagles, the team has won 9 out of 11 games against winning teams. Despite his talent, the Giants never won more than 4 games in a row while Barkley was on the team. On the other hand, the Eagles have achieved winning streaks of 5 and 10 consecutive games this season. Barkley only won 1 playoff game during his time with the Giants, but has already won 3 in just 15 games as an Eagle. He will have the opportunity to potentially win a 4th playoff game when the Eagles face off against the Chiefs in Super Bowl likes in New Orleans next Sunday. Signing with the Eagles not only elevated the Eagles to a remarkable season, but also provided Barkley with his initial experience of success as a professional player. It can be quite difficult to handle so many losses. Barkley, at 27 years of age, is at a stage where many running backs start to decline. He is the first running back who is 27 or older to carry the ball 400 times in a season since Shaun Alexander in 2005. Shaun Alexander was the oldest running back to ever average 6.0 yards per carry with a minimum of 300 carries. He is also the oldest player to rush for 400 yards in a postseason since John Riggins in 1982. Fading? Barkley continues to impress. Despite facing disappointments, setbacks, injuries, and losing streaks over the years, Barkley is possibly having the best season ever for a running back in year 7. He expressed his satisfaction in being in a situation where things are unfolding as he had planned and achieved through his hard work, he stated. That's the incredible part of it all. This year has been the one where things finally started to go my way. It's been a journey of 7 years. To witness my goals and dreams becoming a reality, it's no wonder there's a smile on my face. Philadelphia has been performing exceptionally well this season. Despite this, there has been a lot of discussion surrounding the team, especially regarding quarterback Jalen Hurts. Despite their numerous victories, Hurts has not received the recognition he deserves. Former NFL player and MVP Cam Newton spoke about Hurts and the Eagles on ESPN's First Take, suggesting that Hurts had an easier path and wouldn't have the same success in the AFC. Newton stated that he has been called various names due to his unique perspective on the game. He mentioned that all the game changers are in the AFC, questioning whether Jalen Hurts or the Philadelphia Eagles would have reached the Super Bowl multiple times in the AFC. Newton highlighted the exciting matchups in the AFC, such as Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, or Joe Burrow, describing them as must-see TV.